Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. Well, I recently had this problem where I had no power on an interior bedroom wall that bordered another bedroom, and I couldn't figure it out. Trying to troubleshoot it, I pulled apart a bunch of outlets, pulled apart a bunch of different things, and was kind of getting nowhere. Fortunately, the guy was pretty patient about the situation, and I changed some breakers. I had a couple breakers that actually I found were a little bit loose, changed those, so made that much better. But then I scheduled to come back later, and actually, was racking my brain trying to figure it out. Well, in the process, I wound up wanting to make a video, and I went kind of back in time, back to 2014, and found some old stuff that I hadn't made a video out of yet. And that's the video you see kind of playing on the screen here. And what had happened is I was troubleshooting I had lost power in a GFI and a closet light. And long story short, I found the problem there and was able to apply that to the similar situation and figured out here. So that's what it was. And anyway, figured in this video I can go over some different troubleshooting you can do when looking for electrical problems and trying to locate what happened. So here it is. Actually goes up and over, and I believe it's going to be right here. So I turned out all the breakers, makes it a lot safer. And actually was making a video on another one that I had worked on this circuit trying to figure this out, and got pretty stuck. And then I made another video where I had seen the wire nut behind, where I tracked down the problem that time, and that gave me the clue on this one. So we're going to see if that's what's going on here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be behind one of these two. I think I see it, the wire nut back there. I'll turn this one. Gonna be it right here. Where all these come together. So just gonna wrap these a little better. And that way. We get a nice strong connection. It's not going to come apart on us. This is a lot better with a bigger pair of pliers, but this is just what I have handy right now. So got them all wrapped together, and that way humidity and stuff doesn't get them to separate or anything like that. That's what I believe happened on this one. And tracking these things down, yeah, it's wrapped good. Again, this is better to do with a large pair of electrician's pliers. It grabs all the wires so that when you twist them, they twist together better. Good. Also, electrician's pliers would have an insulated handle, so much better. Is that it's shared with the same wall, So it comes up and over the wall through here and goes to the outlet right there. And the breaker panel's here, so you see it's the most convenient place to feed power. So that's why it's in that container here. So put it back together, we'll be all set. Okay, got it mostly back together, but now gonna test it out. Turn all the breakers back on. Okay. And now I'll check these. Everything's good there. And we'll check for power at our outlet. Here we go. Set on volts of 500. And, well, there it is. 120. And 120. We're good to go. Thanks for watching Country Maintenance. So solving electrical problems, looking for stuff, a lot of times it's kind of following the shortest run on where they would run the wires from and split off from there. When you're looking for something along that lines where you've lost connection somewhere, just kind of, and eventually you kind of figure out how your places run. Yep, so that's the electrical track down and the normal, where you can kind of figure out this kind of thing where you've lost connection somewhere. It's just kind of looking at those different places. And this one, another clue on this was these rockers were just replaced, the rocker switches, and also any loose outlets were replaced. But the connection is different, as you saw. Normally with outlets, they're either quick wired or side wired, and the next box is fed by the other top half or bottom half of the outlet. However, it's supply and line and load. The line comes in, load comes out, and so the connection type is different behind switches. It's normally a wire nutted together and then a line run to each switch, like to a light or whatnot. So just a little bit on electrical track downs. And I like to set my switch plate screws nice and vertical so that they're all kind of uniform. Just makes for a much more nicer look. It doesn't look all, mismatched and all that. And a little electrical troubleshooting inside. It's a little bit different outside when you have a short somewhere. A lot of times you're splitting the difference in the run first in order to locate where your short is. So you're disconnecting half of the line, the load, separating the load, and splitting the difference and seeing if that trips your breaker, and then just continually splitting the load until you find out and isolate where your short is. But it's just a little bit on electrical troubleshooting. Thanks for watching. Country Maintenance. Over and out. If you find these videos helpful, a one-time donation would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you support me on Patreon, helps me do what I do. There are some bonus perks for Patreon supporters. And we'll see you on the next one.